Have you ever been startled awake in the middle of the night by a sudden, stabbing pain in your calf or foot? For many seniors, this is not just an occasional nuisance, but a frequent, exhausting pattern that steals rest and peace of mind. Night leg cramps are often dismissed as a normal part of aging, yet for those who endure them, the experience feels anything but normal. The sharp tightening of muscles can leave you rubbing your legs at 2 a.m., pacing the floor, or even fearing bedtime because you never know when the next cramp will strike. Here's the truth. Most health videos leave out cramps are rarely about just old age. They often reflect deeper imbalances in the body: poor circulation, gradual loss of muscle strength, dehydration, or deficiencies in key minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium all play a role. Stress and certain medications can quietly worsen the problem, too. When we only look at cramps as random pain, we miss the body's important warning signs. This is why a simple list of foods isn't enough. Yes, bananas or spinach may help, but the real solution begins with understanding why cramps appear in the first place. Once we know the why, we can separate foods that provide fast relief from those that build long-term resilience and also avoid those that quietly make things worse. In the next chapters, we'll go beyond surface-level advice. I'll share not just foods, but real stories of seniors who faced these cramps, how they found relief, and the science that explains why certain choices truly work. Because your nights deserve rest, not pain. If you are over 60, you've likely noticed that cramps didn't trouble you this way in your 30s or 40s. That's not your imagination, it's your body's natural changes speaking. As we age, our muscles lose some of their elasticity, circulation slows, and the balance of electrolytes in our cells becomes harder to maintain. This combination makes the muscles in your legs more prone to sudden tightening when you least expect it, often during rest at night. Think of your muscles like the strings of a guitar. When they are properly tuned, the sound is smooth and steady. But if one string is too tight or too loose, the music turns harsh. In the same way, when your body's mineral strings magnesium, potassium, sodium, calcium fall out of balance, your muscles play the wrong note, a cramp. Another hidden reason cramps become worse with age is circulation. During the day, your legs are in motion and blood flow is stimulated. At night, when you lie still, blood can pool, oxygen delivery slows, and the muscle tissue becomes more sensitive to strain. Add dehydration, common in seniors who often drink less water to avoid nighttime bathroom trips, and the stage is set for painful contractions. The mistake many health guides make is focusing only on eat this food without explaining this deeper picture. But when you understand the why, you're no longer just reacting to pain, you're preventing it. In the following chapters, we'll separate foods that bring immediate relief from those that protect you long-term, so you can sleep without fear of being jolted awake. When a cramp strikes, what you want most is for it to end fast. While stretching and massage help, certain foods can actually calm muscles quickly by replenishing minerals and fluids your body is missing in that moment. These fast relief foods are not a long-term cure, but they can break the painful cycle when you need it most. One powerful example is coconut water. Unlike plain water, it's rich in natural electrolytes, especially potassium and magnesium, that relax tense muscles within minutes. Seniors like Mrs. Allen, a 67-year-old grandmother I met in Baltimore, swear by it. She told me that after waking up 3 nights in a row with cramps, sipping a glass of coconut water before bed gave her the first uninterrupted sleep in weeks. Another option is pumpkin seeds. Just a handful contains magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats that support muscle relaxation and nerve function. Some seniors keep a small jar on the kitchen counter and grab a few before bedtime as part of their evening ritual. And don't overlook yogurt. It delivers calcium and protein, both essential for smooth muscle contractions. For those who enjoy a light evening snack, a small bowl of yogurt with a sprinkle of seeds combines 2 muscle-soothing powers in one. These foods act like quick rescue tools when cramps threaten to ruin your night. But remember, they address the symptom in the moment. To stop cramps from returning night after night, you'll need foods that build stronger muscles and steadier circulation over time. That's where we'll turn next. Quick fixes are helpful, but the real victory comes when cramps stop showing up night after night. To achieve that, you need foods that rebuild your body's foundation: stronger muscles, healthier circulation, and stable mineral reserves. These are the foods that work quietly in the background, preventing the painful surprise before it begins. Take leafy greens like spinach, kale, or Swiss chard. They are loaded with magnesium and nitrates, which improve blood flow to your legs. Unlike a quick snack, their benefits build over weeks, training your muscles to stay supple and less reactive to stress. Another long-term protector is the sweet potato, rich in potassium and complex carbohydrates. It helps muscles store energy steadily, reducing sudden contractions at night. Seniors who add roasted sweet potatoes to their dinner often report more restful sleep and fewer midnight cramps. Fatty fish, such as salmon or sardines, are another overlooked hero. They bring omega-3 fatty acids, which fight inflammation and keep blood vessels flexible. Better circulation means your muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay calm, even during long hours of rest. Finally, don't underestimate almonds. Beyond magnesium, they provide vitamin E and healthy fats that nourish nerves and muscles alike. A small daily handful works like steady maintenance, keeping the engine of your muscles running smoothly. When these foods become part of your daily rhythm, cramps lose their grip on your nights. Instead of chasing relief, you're building resilience. And as we'll see in the next chapter, there are also foods that may look healthy, but actually increase your risk of cramps. Choices worth avoiding if you want to stay truly free. Not all foods are your friend after 60. In fact, some that are marketed as healthy can quietly trigger the very night cramps you're trying to avoid. This is where most health videos stop short. They tell you what to eat, but rarely warn you about what to limit. Knowing both sides of the coin is the key to lasting relief. One hidden culprit is processed deli meats, ham, sausages, and even some turkey slices are packed with sodium. While your body does need sodium, too much throws off the delicate balance with potassium and magnesium, setting the stage for cramps. Another common trap is sugary dried fruits like raisins, dates, or mango slices. They may seem like a natural snack, but their concentrated sugar spikes your blood glucose and dehydrates your cells. Seniors who snack on these before bed often wake up with heavy legs or painful tightening. Even too much caffeine from coffee, tea, or energy drinks can be a problem. Caffeine acts as a diuretic, pulling water and electrolytes from your system. If you enjoy a warm drink in the evening, herbal teas like chamomile are far kinder to your muscles. And here's a surprise: overdoing calcium supplements without balancing magnesium can also worsen cramps. The body needs harmony between these minerals, not excess of one over the other. Avoiding these triggers is just as important as adding helpful foods. Think of it like gardening. You don't just water the plants, you also pull the weeds. With the right balance, your muscles can finally rest at night instead of rebelling. For years, Mr. Thompson, a 72-year-old retired carpenter from Ohio, dreaded bedtime. What should have been the most peaceful part of his day often turned into a battle with his own body. Almost every night, sharp cramps would seize his calves, forcing him to jump out of bed and pace the hallway until the pain passed. "I thought it was just old age," he told me once, something I had to accept. But his story took a turn when his daughter encouraged him to look at his evening habits. Together, they replaced his nightly bowl of dried fruit with a baked sweet potato, swapped his late coffee for a calming herbal tea, and added a handful of pumpkin seeds before bed. At first, he didn't believe such small changes could matter. Yet, within 2 weeks, the nightly cramps grew less frequent. By the end of a month, he was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. What made the difference wasn't just the food itself, it was understanding the balance. He wasn't curing cramps with a magic fruit. He was giving his muscles the minerals, hydration, and circulation support they needed while avoiding the hidden triggers that worked against him. Today, Mr. Thompson shares his story with friends at his senior center, reminding them that age doesn't have to mean surrendering to pain. His journey shows what's possible when knowledge meets consistent, simple action. When your leg suddenly locks up in the middle of the night, it feels like a mystery attack. But in truth, the science is surprisingly clear and empowering once you understand it. Muscles work through a delicate dance of electrical signals. Your nerves send a contract message, and the muscle fibers respond. For this to happen smoothly, the body relies on minerals called electrolytes: magnesium, potassium, calcium, and sodium. Think of them as tiny sparks that let your muscles switch on and off. When one spark is missing, the switch can get stuck, leading to a painful cramp. Circulation also plays a big role. During the day, walking and moving pump fresh oxygen into your muscles. At night, as you lie still, blood flow slows down. If your vessels are stiff or narrowed with age, that slowdown is even greater, leaving the muscle fibers starved for oxygen. And what does a starved muscle do? It clenches, almost like a hand gripping too tightly when it's tired. The nervous system adds another layer. Stress, poor sleep, or even certain medications can make your nerves more excitable, increasing the chance of a misfire that triggers cramps. Put simply, cramps aren't random punishment. They are your body's way of saying, "I'm out of balance." Once you restore the balance through foods, hydration, gentle movement, and avoiding triggers, the cramps fade. Science here isn't complicated. It's a reminder that even small daily choices can retune the body's natural rhythm. Food is a powerful tool, but it's only half the story. The other half lies in how you prepare your body for rest. For many seniors, a few simple bedtime habits can make the difference between a night of tossing in pain and a night of peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. One of the most effective habits is gentle stretching before bed. A few minutes of calf stretches, toe raises, or simply flexing your feet while seated can keep muscles loose and prevent the sudden tightening that sparks cramps. It's like telling your muscles, relax, the hard work is done for today. Hydration is equally important. Many older adults drink less water in the evening to avoid midnight bathroom trips. But dehydration is one of the most common triggers of cramps. The solution isn't to guzzle water right before sleep, but to sip small amounts throughout the afternoon and early evening, ensuring your muscles are well hydrated without overwhelming your bladder. Temperature also plays a role. Cold bedrooms can cause muscles to contract more tightly, so keeping your legs warm with light socks or a blanket can reduce nighttime spasms. Finally, consider your sleep position. Lying on your back with your legs slightly elevated can improve circulation, while avoiding positions that pinch nerves or restrict blood flow. These habits may seem small, but when added to the right diet, they create a powerful shield against cramps. It's about building a nightly ritual where your body feels safe, balanced, and ready to rest without fear of being jolted awake by pain. While minerals, food, and bedtime habits are critical, there's another factor that often goes unnoticed: your mindset. Night cramps don't just tighten muscles, they can tighten your spirit, too. After several painful nights, many seniors begin to dread bedtime, creating a cycle of anxiety that makes the body even more tense. The truth is, stress and fear can amplify cramps just as much as poor circulation or low magnesium. This is where the mind-body connection becomes powerful. When you approach rest with calmness, your nervous system shifts out of alert mode and into repair mode. That shift alone lowers the chance of your nerves misfiring and triggering cramps. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or listening to soft music before sleep can signal your body to release tension. Some seniors I've spoken with use gratitude journaling at night, writing down 3 things they're thankful for. It may sound unrelated, but by easing the mind, the body follows, making muscles less likely to spasm. There's also empowerment in knowledge. Once you understand that cramps are not random punishments, but signals of imbalance, fear gives way to control. You realize, I can do something about this. That shift from helplessness to agency is often the turning point. Your body listens to your mind. When you tell yourself you're capable of change, your muscles, your sleep, and even your nights begin to respond. Healing is not only about what's on your plate, it's also about what's in your heart. Night leg cramps may seem small compared to other health concerns, but anyone who has lived through them knows how deeply they affect life. They steal sleep, drain energy, and slowly erode confidence. Yet, as we've seen throughout this journey, they are not an unchangeable curse. They are signals, reminders that the body needs balance, care, and attention. You now know the 2 sides of the story, the foods that bring fast relief and those that build long-term protection, as well as the surprising foods that may secretly make cramps worse. You've seen how simple lifestyle habits, from evening stretches to hydration, can create lasting comfort. And perhaps most importantly, you've heard the stories of real people like Mr. Thompson, who turned restless nights into peaceful sleep through small, consistent choices. The message is clear: you have more power than you realize. Every glass of coconut water, every handful of pumpkin seeds, every sweet potato on your plate is not just nutrition, it's a step toward freedom from pain. Every deep breath before bed, every positive thought, is a signal to your body that rest is safe and healing is possible. So tonight, when you pull up the covers, remember this: your body is not your enemy. With the right foods, habits, and mindset, you can retrain it to work with you, not against you. The cramps don't have to define your nights. If this message has resonated with you, I encourage you to try even one of these steps today. And if you'd like more guidance, stories, and practical health tips, be sure to stay connected with our channel, because better nights mean brighter days, and you deserve both.